My next guest is a woman I deeply admire. She is warm, energetic, and she excels wherever she's placed. I'm embarrassing her right now, I know it. But I also know that you will feel inspired by her as well. Irene Caso is a familiar face to many, for she became a widely known and well-respected television news anchor for Univision, the United States' largest provider of Spanish-language content. She currently works as a media relations manager for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and earlier this year she was called to serve on the Young Women's General Advisory Council. On top of all of that, she is a proud mama of two. I'm so excited to welcome Irene to Studio 5. Thank you for doing this.
Oh, I'm so excited, and that was a beautiful intro.
Well, you are a beautiful gal and someone to look up to. I want to start, Irene, with your new calling on the Young Women's General Advisory Council. Give our viewers some insight on what you do in that role for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
That's exactly it. It's a council. It's an advisory council. We have a new presidency, President Freeman and Sisters Rooney and Spanaus, and they're wonderful. They've called 14 women total, and we advise. We sit with them, we counsel weekly, we brainstorm, we have fun, we laugh, we celebrate. I already love these ladies. I've been interacting for a couple of months and their family already, and what is very cool this time around is that President Freeman called 5 YSAs, 5 young single adults.
I noted that. It's the youngest group.
I love that because these ladies, 2 minutes ago, they were young women. So they remember, unlike me, right? It's been more than 2 minutes.
It's been a little bit of time. But you're able to broaden, I'm sure, your headspace and your heart space as you consider service for a worldwide young women's organization.
It's to pick their brain, what worked, what didn't, what you wish you would have done differently. And we're learning a lot. All of us are learning, and it's a wonderful opportunity.
Well, speaking of a lot, it's clear that you're juggling a lot. And you actually once said something about your responsibilities. You said, I have so many balls in the air constantly, and it's okay that sometimes a couple drop. The next day I try to make those float, and then other ones drop. That's how I find my balance, and I'll keep trying. You want to remind women that the juggle is okay, and it's to be expected. Can you elaborate more on that?
Yes, I think visually, that's what it is. Constantly so many things. Yes. I have my role as a mom, my role in my professional career, my calling, my role as a daughter, as a sister, as a neighbor. And yes, back in the day, I was very focused on all the balls need to be on the air and perky and beautiful. The height has to be the right one. And no, you know what? After the years and as years have gone by, I've learned to give myself some grace, and it's like, you know what? It's okay if they're not high up there. If they're all average,
I like the word floating.
Fine,
right? If they're floating, it's okay.
Fine. But not only that, if one of them drops, no worries. Tomorrow, that will be the first one I pick up in the morning, and it'll be the faster and the highest one.
See your energy.
And it's just alternating all of those.
Yes.
We're amazing. We're women. We can do this.
We are. And you know what? I want to ask you about that, because I know you love women.
I do.
And all you have to do is look at your Instagram account to see you celebrating, building up, loving, and serving women. Do you think we underestimate ourselves?
I think so. And I know, and I talk by my own experience. I think because we have so many roles.
Yeah.
By nature, that's how we are. We come to this earth with so many talents, let's say. But, you know, sometimes I feel we're very hard on ourselves, and we want to be 100% at everything that we do. And I don't think that's the intent. I think is that we need to try every day. And again, keep it all up and feeling very proud. I go to bed at night and I say, well, you know, 3 were on the air. 3 balls were floating, 2 down. That's
we
good.
did it.
That's more than 2.
That's good math. Those are good odds.
Exactly.
Well, you currently work, as I mentioned, as a media manager for the church's communication department. And when you transition to that role from broadcast, you describe it as a really scary step. And I know a lot of women watching can probably relate to that, like the nerves that come when you're going to take a step forward or a step in a completely different direction.
Totally.
How did you reconcile that, or what gave you the bravery to take the leap?
Well, I'm the worst when it comes to change. I've always been. Like, change scares me. When my husband proposed, I remember that same night I went back to the apartment I was sharing with my sister. I hugged her. I started crying. My sister looked at my husband now, and she said, what did you do to her? What happened? And it was a happy moment, but I was so sad just to look at my sister and to think change is coming.
Yeah.
I'm leaving this apartment. I'm starting my own life, you know, with my own family, with this man. So the same happened. Professionally, you know, it's not the first time I have to change jobs. And it's scary. It really is. I think we're very used to, in my case, to my comfort zone. It was in my language, what I've studied, what I've done for the last 13 years, and jumping into something so unknown and so opposite in a way, it really paralyzed me for a second. But then I think at the end is thinking, you know, what do I have to lose? And what is it that I will regret if I don't do?
Good question.
And I put that in, and for me it was like, let's do it. And
what do I have to lose?
Yeah. Nothing. I will find another job if this one, you know.
We need to ask
but
ourselves
would I regret
more.
forever not saying yes to that opportunity? And in my case, I would have.
Oh, I love that. Let's talk about this weekend. You are
So
hosting
exciting.
Luz de las Naciones 2023. It's a celebration of Latin culture.
Yes.
And members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Utah, as well as those not of our faith, they really look forward to this annual event. It's music, it's dancing.
Fun.
Tickets flew out the door, but you can watch online, right?
That's right. It's a celebration that started as a local, you know, community, like a talent show in a word, and now 21 years after, it's like we fill the conference center, and not only one day. This year we're coming and doing it for 2 days. It's Friday today and Saturday, and it's at 8 p.m. tomorrow, Saturdays, when people can really watch and tune in and watch the live broadcast on YouTube or on the church's website. But it's so much fun. It's a celebration of, you know, we're all brothers and sisters, and the Latino culture that is so rich and beautiful and colorful. And it's just celebrating also our ancestors, and this year's theme is Our Land, Nuestra Tierra. So it's about that, celebrating this beautiful world that we all share, and also we're celebrating the 100 years since the first Latino members of the church came to the state of Utah, and the first congregation was formed here in the Salt Lake Valley. So it's history, it's dancing, it's singing. And yeah, I get to host it.
You're the perfect person for that. Fifth year.
Love it.
Well, good luck. Thank you for extending the invitation. For those of us who didn't get tickets to watch through the screen, I have no doubt it will be fantastic, and so will you. Irene, we appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thanks for bringing a bit of your heart to Studio 5 today.
Thank you.